Hey there! Welcome to Espresso 101, where I'll help you get started on your espresso journey. If you've ever wondered how to make those delicious rich espresso shots right at home, you're in the right place. Don't worry if you're a complete beginner, I'll break it all down step by step. And remember, I've linked all the products you need in the description below. First things first, let's talk about the basic equipment you'll need to get started. Here's what you'll need. 1. An espresso machine. This is the heart of your setup. A beginner-friendly machine like a semi-automatic one is great to learn on. If you're on a budget, consider starting with a stovetop mocha pot, which mimics espresso. 2. A grinder. Freshly ground coffee is key. A burr grinder ensures consistent grounds, but if you're just starting out, you can use pre-ground coffee labeled for espresso. 3. A tamper. This helps you compress the coffee grounds evenly in the portafilter. Look for one that fits your machine. 4. A milk frother or steam wand. For creamy lattes or cappuccinos, this tool is essential. Handheld frothers are a budget-friendly alternative. 5. A scale. A digital scale helps measure coffee and water precisely, ensuring consistent results. 6. Espresso cups. Small, thick-walled cups keep your espresso warm and concentrated. Now that you have your equipment, let's go through the basic steps to pull a great shot of espresso. 1. Start with fresh beans. Fresh coffee beans are the foundation of a great espresso. Look for beans labeled espresso roast for a rich and bold flavor. Store your beans in an airtight container to keep them fresh. 2. Grind your coffee. Use your burr grinder to grind your beans finely, similar to the texture of table salt. Too fine, and the shot will be bitter. Too coarse, and it will taste weak. 3. Measure your dose. Use your scale to measure about 18 to 20 grams of coffee for a double shot. This consistency is key to great tasting espresso. 4. Tamp the coffee. Place the ground coffee in your portafilter, then use your tamper to press it down firmly and evenly. Think of it like packing sand for a sandcastle. Firm, but not too hard. 5. Pull the shot. Insert the portafilter into your machine and start the extraction. Aim for about 25 to 30 seconds for a perfect shot. It should have a thick golden crema on top. If it brews too fast or slow, adjust your grind size. Before we move on, here are a few quick tips for success. Tip number 1. Always preheat your machine, portafilter, and cup. This ensures consistent temperature for the espresso. Tip number 2. Use filtered water. Good water makes good coffee, and it prevents mineral buildup in your machine. Tip number 3. Clean your equipment after every use. Espresso machines can get clogged with old coffee oils, which can ruin the taste of your shots. Let's quickly cover some common mistakes beginners make and how to avoid them. Using stale coffee beans. Fresh beans are non-negotiable for great espresso. Always check the roast date. Skipping the scale. Eyeballing coffee or water measurements will lead to inconsistent shots, not tamping evenly. Uneven tamping causes water to flow through only parts of the coffee bed, leading to a weak or bitter shot. Over-extracting or under-extracting. If your shot tastes bitter, it's likely over-extracted. If it's sour, it's under-extracted. Adjust your grind size to fix this. Once you've mastered the basics of pulling a shot, you can start experimenting with milk-based drinks. For a latte or cappuccino, use cold milk for better frothing results. Hold the steam wand just below the surface of the milk to create microfoam. Once frothed, swirl the milk to remove bubbles, then pour it over your espresso. Learning to make espresso takes time and practice, but don't get discouraged. Start simple, take small steps, and enjoy the process. Remember, I've linked all the essential products in the description below, so check them out to get started. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'd love to help. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more coffee tips and tricks. Until next time, happy brewing.